What happens when the Pope, a United States-born spiritual leader, steps into one of the most fragile geopolitical tensions on Earth, and publicly warns that the United States may be pulling apart a decades-old alliance? Tonight we break down the message Pope Leo XIV delivered, and why it shook both Washington and European capitals, because this wasn't just a comment, it was a warning. Right after meeting Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy in Italy's Castel Gandolfo, Pope Leo stepped before reporters and made an unusually direct statement. He said that Europe must be included in any Ukraine peace plan. Why? Because the war is being fought on European soil, and because leaving Europe out would be, in his words, unrealistic and dangerous. But that wasn't the part that sparked global reaction. The Pope then addressed the newly released United States National Security Strategy and what it suggests about Washington's shifting priorities. He warned that certain comments and strategic signals from United States leaders could break apart a once stable Europe-United States alliance. He didn't name names, he didn't point fingers. But observers immediately linked the comments to tensions involving the Trump administration's evolving foreign policy posture. The Vatican rarely steps this close to the political edge, which means this message wasn't casual, it was intentional. And here's where the tension deepens. Pope Leo said that while some in the United States support these strategic changes, many others believe Europe is essential, especially when the Ukraine war remains unresolved. If the United States drifts away, even symbolically, the entire balance of peace negotiations could shift. He called it a critical moment for European unity. So what prompted the Pope to speak out now? Behind the scenes, the Vatican has been working on ceasefire proposals, humanitarian coordination, and the potential return of Ukrainian children taken from their families. Although the Holy See remains neutral, it is heavily involved. And, any fracture in United States-European alignment could weaken those efforts. This is why the Pope's message reads less like commentary and more like a diplomatic alert. But here's the twist almost no one caught. Pope Leo didn't just warn Washington, he also said this moment is a once-in-a-generation opportunity for Europe to finally act as a unified power in peace negotiations. In other words, this crisis could either break the alliance, or, transform Europe into a stronger diplomatic force than it has been in decades. The Pope didn't choose sides, he issued a challenge, and the world is now watching to see who answers it.